here, and in this video we are looking at the new Masters of the Universe Chronicles King Grayskull figure from Mattel Creations. Underneath this absolutely glorious packaging is a wonderful figure, the ancestor of He-Man. Pretty cool. Let's open him up and see what King Grayskull is all about. Alright, so here we have the Masters of the Universe Chronicles King Grayskull. So King Grayskull was a character first introduced in the 2002 animated series, and he's had a few action figures over the years. Masters Universe Classics did one. There was the 2000X version as well with Origins, I believe, and here is the new one with the movie kind of branding and the Chronicles line, and the box is very familiar. This is from Mattel Creations, which always come in the lovely brown mailer boxes with the lovely silhouette and some absolutely fantastic heavy metal kind of art with some embossed profile of King Grayskull, who's the ancestor of Prince Adam He-Man, battling some snake creatures there, which is awesome. Look, Battle Cat looking very ferocious, and we've got one of the I can't remember that guy's name, but he's one of the dinosaur kind of rare creatures back in the line. And there we have in the background, we've got heroic ancestor of He-Man. He-Man's ancestor once ruled Eternia with wisdom and compassion as he protected the planet from the Snake Men and the evil Horde. So, lovely glamour shot there. Again, I always say in these videos, Mattel Creations and just Mattel in general go absolutely bonkers with their art, and it's fabulous. This is a bit of a deluxe packaging, so a slightly different box than your standard box that we would expect from Mattel Creations. It's got the lovely deluxe articulation, and as I said, the movie branding as well. And just open up this, and it's got the lovely logo there again. It's got some more artwork inside, so a bit of a kind of sketch. It's even one, there's just cardboard everywhere. The familiar that we saw, just another cardboard insert, and you turn that over and you've got a lovely kind of diorama. You could almost use that in Dungeons & Dragons as a Dungeon Master screen or something if you like. So pretty cool that they do go the extra mile and put all this stuff in. And then we've got the familiar packaged cardboard coffin with the figure inside, and on the side panel is where all his weapons will be. Let's open them up. You've got tape on the cape there, which I know not a lot of people are fans of, and also once you remove this cardboard piece, underneath is another pretty awesome piece of artwork there. So just the similar artwork, just done in a more line work style. So yes, let's open him up. King Grayskull in all his glory, and all the King Grayskull interpretations always feature the kind of longer hair with the man bun and the side ponytails, usually a red cape, and the familiar harness, and also some kind of fluffy shoulder pauldron. So this is very familiar with the other King Grayskull figures, and the He-Man kind of motifs as well, with the braces, the harness, and the hairy loincloth and boots. And this is the little weapons pack that he comes with, again with the movie branding. So just tear that open, and there should be weapons and such inside. So I know G.I. Joe Classified do something similar as well. So that's everything. So a couple of fisting hands, a couple of fists there, as well as the gripping hands he has on him. That's something new as well. All the weapons come together like that, which is pretty cool. So the original He-Man obviously came with the same weapons: a shield, a sword, and an axe. So the axe is pretty cool. It's got this kind of Celtic-y symbol on it. It's in two different coloured greys, so a lighter grey on the outside and a bit of dents and stuff. All done in mainly one colour, and we have kind of the red and gold top, very similar to the colours obviously on his harness. Got the shield with the red and gold as well, and again kind of that Celtic-y kind of symbol, and the familiar wrist strap for him to hold the shield in either hand, and his version of the power sword. This is just done in one colour, which is a bit disappointing, but very familiar kind of design, with just a bit different in the centerpiece. The design is slightly different than what we're used to, but yeah, so 2 extra hands and 3 extra weapons with King Grayskull. As for the figure itself, I know not everybody's a big fan of the head sculpt. It's kind of got a more sunken chin, sunken cheeks. It looks like a model. There's no dry brushing or anything. The hair's just all kind of one colour. And this is the first kind of movie-ish related figure with the new kind of joints there, which I know again not everyone's a fan of, but yes, we have seen this kind of articulation before. So double jointed knees and elbows, so very different from the, well, not very different from the Masterverse, but the joints are certainly different, a bit more mechanical looking, but yes, can certainly get a good range of movement. Obviously with the skirt piece there's a bit of a hindrance there, but not too much, and he's got the brown jocks underneath. Lovely kind of detail on the braces, so they're different on each hand. So we've got gold and silver, and we've got more of a gold, silver and brown leather kind of wrap around here. Some lovely texture on the harness, and I don't know if these are removable. Potentially it looks like you might be able to remove these or have a bit of a play, and yes, that's a bit of a shame. Mine obviously has a big circle there, obviously some glue or something from the factory, but that's okay. I mean, you're not going to pose him on the back, but yeah, and obviously he's got a holster there for the sword on his back as well. So yes, let's play a bit around with him, get him some funky poses and see what he's capable of, but certainly looks very fluid and very articulated. Just having a quick play with him, is actually really fluid. That just the joints are a bit of a step up from Masterverse and obviously Origins, which is the more simple articulation. But yeah, he's really easy to just pose and play around with. If you do want to put the shield on, I recommend just removing the fists, the pegs, which is easy enough, and just putting the shield on and then putting the hands on afterwards. So yes, the fists are removable, and then you can just put another hand on. So yes, very similar. You know, we're used to this, so yeah, that's pretty easily done. There is a bit of a black schmutz there on mine, on one of his biceps, but that's okay. He's got lovely blue eyes, and yes, very detailed. You know, the browns and the greens and the browns, golds, reds, it all kind of comes together quite nicely. The cape isn't wide, but it just kind of gets out of the way relatively easily, and you'll notice his kind of skirt piece as well also has kind of like the two swords and a nice design touch, as well as trimming on both of the gold top and bottom. So yeah, they didn't have to do that, so that's a nice little touch as well. So pretty cool. Now I'm going to see if I can take some of the harness and get him into some different looks. The braces can come off as well, so when you remove the fist, if you just want to remove the braces to give him a bit more of a simple barbarian look, bare-chested pit fighter kind of thing. And yes, the harness does come out as well. I can't figure out how to get the shoulders portions off, so I'd imagine they're just permanently on there, but that's okay. So yes, you could give him a few different looks, and obviously just looking at the texture and stuff, the muscles a bit more kind of realistic for a very fit kind of human, someone who's, you know, preparing for a role in an MCU movie, I think. But yes, the articulation is much better than, well, not much better, but a lot more fluid and smoother, and it just looks so much more, yeah, just kind of natural engineering, I guess, than the Masterverse, and obviously, as I said, the Origins figures that we're used to. So not overly buff and bulky, but certainly a fit looking humanoid. And yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this first figure that I've got from the Chronicles line for sure. Just for comparison, so on the left we have the new, let's turn the lights on, actually, the Laser Light He-Man. Got laser power Skeletor coming as well, so I just reviewed this on the channel. Pretty cool figure. And then we've got on the other side, we've got the Masterverse Trapjaw, so obviously you can see a bit closer to the Trapjaw size, so yeah, it should fit in pretty nicely. I don't have any other King Grayskull figures, but he looks pretty awesome just like that. So yeah, I'm very happy with this figure. Very fluid joints, I like the articulation, I like so much detail that they've put into it, and it's great that it's still available at Mattel Creations, I believe. So yes, very happy with Mattel and all the work that they're doing with the Master of the Universe movie, but also just the Master Universe product in general. Will we see Dolph Lundgren, the star of the 1987 Masters Universe movie, make a cameo as this character, King Grayskull, in the new movie? I don't know, that's the rumour, but it'll be pretty cool to see if he does. Anyway, thank you for watching all the way to the end, and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye, geeks.